Alrighty. Okay, so we are recording. This is all going to be uploaded to YouTube after the class. I want to welcome everybody to the class. Class is going to be a little bit different today. I want to talk about a new product that I have not started myself, so I can't say from any firsthand experience, but I can say that I have been trying to be much more intentional about what I eat, much more intentional about what I actually put in my mouth. And so this class is kind of as a result of some of the things that I've been trying to do for myself, some things that I'm planning on also implementing. So I think most of you guys know I was on this diet, and I say I was on this diet that no sugar, very little carbs. I lost a lot. I lost a good amount of weight. I was very happy with that. I went down, I don't know, at least one clothing size. And, so I was very happy about that. Well, what happened was I stopped the diet, so to speak. So I don't actually claim that I'm actually on a diet. All right. So what happened was I kind of went off the diet, okay, and I kind of was keeping to a lot of the same things that I was eating and not eating a lot of the other same things. And then what I did was it was at least one day, maybe 2 days, that I literally just started eating. It was like, I couldn't believe that I was actually, eating, the things that, that I was not previously eating. And so what I did was I just took notice of how I was actually feeling. And I didn't like the way I was feeling. I didn't like my digestion. I always say, I don't have any issues with my digestion. And I was having issues with my digestion it was about 2 days. And I said to myself, I said, okay, well, you're not on the diet anymore, right? The diet. But then I said to myself, I don't have to claim an actual diet. I'm just making lifestyle changes, changing what I'm doing. I'm being more intentional. So that's kind of what I wanted to talk a little bit about today, is just not being so worried about what you eat, just being intentional about what you eat. So this diet that I was on, it was about 2 months that I was on the diet. And I actually kept a journal, a log, and I have it actually just so happens, I have it right here. And so what I was doing was, let me see if I can find a good page. Maybe this is a good page. I was probably about, find a different one. I was about halfway in to the diet, maybe a little bit more than halfway into the diet. And so what I was doing was each day, so each block was a day. And so water, basically everything that went into my mouth in one particular day was logged. Okay. Here's another. So each one of these blocks are a day. And so what I would do was I would actually write down what exactly was going into my mouth. And so what I say about that is that I was eating with intention, or I was intentionally eating. In other words, even if I was hungry or not, there were certain things that I was going to eat. And so what happened was last week, I went off of this intentional diet and I just started eating just the way that I might normally eat. If there was a cookie, if there was a chip, if there was this, if there was that. What I found was that I didn't like it. I didn't like the results. I didn't like the way that I was feeling. And one of the things that I very much, understand, and, of course, most of us are moms, right? We always tell our kids, you are what you eat, right? The things that you put in your mouth are the things that actually make you and your body what you actually are, right? And so there's ways and there's things that we can do to be very intentional, okay? And so in particular, I'm talking about nutrition today, but look at this wellness philosophy of doTERRA. So of course it all starts with the diet, but then the exercise, the rest, reducing the toxic load, informed self-care, which would be what we're going to talk some about today. We're going to talk about the diet. We're going to talk about the self-care. And then of course is the proactive medical care. Okay. So you can eat as good as you want, but if there's something that's going on, you need to get it checked out, right? Like, let's say your blood pressure has just been routinely high, right? Or let's say you've been having recurrent headaches, or all of these things. We're going to take the necessary approaches to our healthcare in our diet, in maybe the supplementation, in our exercise. But if we can't resolve those issues with ourselves, then we need to go ahead and get the medical care as we would need. So basically what I'm saying is that you don't just focus on one aspect of your health and leave everything else unchecked. All right. So anyway, like I say, I've gone back to this. I've gone back to my diet, even though I'm not on a diet. I've gone back to the principles that I understand from what I learned being on the diet that I was on, okay? And the diet that I was on was a lot of healthy foods, basically eating the rainbow, keeping your carbs in check, right? The carbs are just so crucial, right? The carbs make you gain weight. The carbs make you tired. You need carbs, but you need quality carbs, right? And then we don't need it nearly as much as, So what I did was, like I said, there was 2 days and my kids were like, Mom, what are you doing? I was sending them pictures, I fulfilled all the cravings that I did not have. Well, not all the cravings, but I fulfilled some of them that I did not have when I was on this diet. One of which was donuts. I never craved donuts, but when I was on this diet, I was craving donuts, right? So I went to Dunkin' Donuts and got 2 donuts. And I ate those 2 donuts and I said, that was not even worth it. It didn't even taste as good as what I was thinking. And part of the reason why it didn't taste as good was because I knew what it was doing to my body. And so, like I say, going back to making informed choices, eating with intention. The other thing that I ate, that Michelle is on this Zoom, so she knows, I took me and one of my daughters, we went out for pizza because I was craving pizza while I was on the diet. So I went to have pizza. Now that was kind of worth it because that pizza was really good. We went to a place called Enzo's and it was really good pizza. But like I say, one of the things that I told myself is that you can't do those things. It's just that you have to just be intentional about what you're eating. In other words, for the most part, you need to eat intentionally. Yes, you can do those things every once in a while. And, you don't have to be a stiff when you're, going out with people and, maybe you're at Dunkin' Donuts or maybe you're going to get pizza or whatever. You don't have to sit there, which I've done in times past. I remember taking April's family out to Dunkin' Donuts and they're all getting donuts and coffee, enjoying everything that they're eating. And I sat there literally with cottage cheese and my green peppers and it was like, and that was the reason why I was craving donuts, was because I saw that I was denying myself of it. And so something inside of me said, I want donuts, right? And so that doesn't mean that you can't go and have those things, as long as it is not the rule, as long as it's the exception, as long as it's something that you don't do very often, right? So I go back to this, eating the rainbow, just making sure that you're getting a variety of nutrition, right? That your diet doesn't just look like the things that, maybe are typical of the American diet, right? High in animal fats, high in unhealthy fats, saturated, hydrogenated, low in fiber, high in processed foods, low in complex carbohydrates. Like I said, we need carbs, but we need complex carbs. We need good quality carbs, right? And then we need high plant-based foods, like I was saying, eating the rainbow, okay? So, of course, I took this only for the, for the, just the effect that, bringing a smile to everybody's face, because I think everybody could probably pick out something that this person is shoving into their mouth and saying, you know what, I ate that. In particular, I can say the pizza, right? This is what we're literally putting into our bodies on a daily basis, right? And so that's what I'm talking about, right? And so we could be ignoring the alerts that's going on. Our blood pressure is going sky high, right? We're sedentary, we're not moving, we're eating a lot of junk food. Of course, nobody on this call is a smoker, but I just like the comical effect of this man here. He's got on his jogging, his jogging outfit, yet he's sitting sedentary, right? And a lot of times this is us, right? We live very sedentary lifestyles. What we're eating is not healthy. What we're drinking is not healthy. Our blood pressures might be out of control. And so what do? We've got to stop and we've got to regroup. And that's what I said to myself. I said, okay, I'm not on the diet anymore, but that doesn't mean that I just all of a sudden now am making all kinds of unhealthy choices, right? So I had to stop and reconsider. Okay, I'm not going to keep a food journal, a food diary, but consider what you're eating on a daily basis. What is that food doing for you? And how do I feel after I eat? And a lot of times what could be said is you recognize that you're not eating proper and you're not feeling very good either. Maybe your stomach is bloated, or there's gas, or there's this, that, or that. I used to always say, after Sunday fellowship, you go back to Sunday evening class and, your stomach is bloated because you're drinking soda, which you don't normally drink, eating fried chicken, which you don't normally eat, all of these things that you might not normally do, and you're feeling the effects of it, right? So consider that and be mindful of your eating. And I think that's probably the most important thing, and that maybe the takeaway from today. But I want to talk about some new things, okay? I want to talk about our choices, okay? So one good choice, and that's one of the things that I actually love about doTERRA and what it did, okay, was that when I started on doTERRA, I was eating all the, the bad foods and, the things that I shouldn't do, and, drinking the sodas and all of that kind of thing. And I'm not saying if we're drinking sodas that we're, bad people or whatever, but, we do understand that it's not healthy for you. But one of the things that I noticed about myself was that I was making, and I was at the beginning of making good choices in my life. And one of the things that I noticed is that one good choice leads to another, and it leads to another, okay? So let's say you start your morning and you make a good intentional choice about what you're actually going to eat for breakfast, okay? That good choice that you made for breakfast leads to another good choice. Like I have an orange sitting downstairs. I meant to eat it before class. So I had breakfast, but my mid-morning snack is a piece of fruit. I got that sitting on my counter. That's my next good choice, okay? And my lunch is, I'm going to strive to make another good choice. And so every good choice that you make leads to another, right? So let's say maybe you go out and you take your walk and you're feeling good about the choices that you make. And what that does is it leads to another good choice. Okay. And so that's kind of what we want to talk a little bit about, the choices that we are making. Okay. Now, I just now purchased this this is a system. It's a nutrition system. Okay. And the protein, the greens, the fiber, there's also a fruit mixture. And you know, we'll see some of those a little bit later on. And the reason that I did this was I want to start, I'm going to start on, you know, doing, because I never really cared too much for smoothies, never really been too much of a smoothie person. I want to go ahead and kind of get back into that and just kind of see if I can, you know, play around with that a little bit with the use of these nutritional products that doTERRA just now came out with. Okay, so there's the protein. Now, the important thing about protein, and one of the things that I learn a lot about as I, you know, kind of learn a little bit about, you know, nutrition and things, is that protein, if you're looking to lose weight, protein is going to be one of your best friends. Why? Because protein, what it does is protein sustains your hunger for quite some time. Okay, it's protein is just, it's something that curbs your hunger. It's very low in calories, very low in calories. Absolutely no sugar is in protein, whereas in fruit, there's that natural sugar that you would get. Same with some of the vegetables. There's a sugar content in, not so with protein. And so this is something that I'm actually going to start as soon as I get it in the mail. I just ordered it a couple of days ago. It's a brand new product that doTERRA is putting out. And so these particular protein sources, they are whey protein, okay? So it provides 21 grams of a premium protein blend, and they are from pasture-fed cows, that's very, very important. As I learn more about that, I'll teach you guys more. But one of the things to take away and to understand is that when our protein sources, whether it's eggs, whether it's whatever meat that you might buy, is to know your source, right? And so this protein is coming from pasture-fed cows. Whey is one of the most nutritionally complete proteins, and it's easy to digest without gas, without bloating, all right? This is something that's very, very important, because a lot of people, you know, as they might eat, cow products like milk or whatever, you know, you might get that gas and bloating, but it's not so with these. 7 grams of fiber in each serving to help manage appetite, to assist in overall digestive health. Now, fiber is very, very important for our digestive system. Oftentimes, a lot of our issues with our digestion is a fiber issue, all right? These proteins are formulated without GMOs, without gluten, without soy. There's no RBST hormones. They are naturally sweetened with monk fruit and with stevia. Okay, now if anybody knows anything about stevia, I take the Truvia, which is from the same plant as the stevia. It is a natural sugar substitute. It's not artificial sweeteners. Okay, and if you don't like stevia, I invite you to try Truvia. That's what I use, because I don't like the way that stevia tastes. All right. It's available in chocolate and vanilla, and I cannot wait to try it myself. I will definitely let you know how I like it, but these products are on sale for a very limited time. All right, we're going to talk about that a little bit. This particular product is a vegan protein. All right, so for all of those who don't like taking or using animal products, this is for the vegans. A protein blend of sources such as pea, brown rice, pumpkin seed, saka, inchi, and flax seed. Okay, very, very good products these are. Okay, I listened to an entire webinar on these products, and I was like, wow, this sounds awesome. These products were not just pushed out there. They did their diligence in the research and in putting these products together. Okay, now this fiber, of course, source of fiber, contains high potency vitamin C, helps maintain a healthy microbiome, promotes healthy digestive function, Very, very good cardiovascular, immune, good for metabolic processes. And here you go, weight management goals. All right, now the greens. Okay, this is the one that I really want to see how it's going to taste, because I know doTERRA has a product called greens already, and I have taken it, and I must say, it just, I just wasn't able to regularly take it, and I know that's my own fault, but I'm going to try it again, so I'm not sure if this is going to taste different, but this provides the equivalent of 1 to 2 servings of fruits and vegetables every day. So 1 serving of this provides 1 to 2 servings of your vegetables. Now, on my diet, I was eating 4 servings of vegetables in a day. And I must say that was, that was hard to take in that many servings of vegetables. But I was doing it, and I'm not saying not to do it, because I definitely think we should. But it can be difficult sometimes to take in that amount of vegetables. Well, here you go. Here's a product that might actually help you. It's got a neutral mixed berry flavor. And that, like I say, that's why I'm really excited to try what this, try how it's going to taste. Ideal for smoothies and do-it-yourselves. Now, the key ingredients in this is moringa. Now, moringa is an unbelievable what do I want to call it? A fruit, a vegetable? I don't know, but I know moringa is something that, so there's a Christian in Texas. She went to Acapulco and she brought back some moringa, it was the moringa seeds. And she gave them to me, and she would say, you have to take it and just chew it. And oh my goodness, was it bitter. It was bitter. But I was trying. It was, it's like, okay, it's good for me, whatever, but it's hard to take something over and over when it tastes, so bitter. And so I was doing a home teach with my neighbor on Wednesday, and we were talking about moringa, and she was like, oh no, because she doesn't like it. She's from Guatemala, and she was talking about moringa. And, we admit that it's very, very healthy, but it's the taste. Well, there's moringa in here. I cannot wait to see what this is going to taste like, because moringa is very, very good and very healthy. All right. But this also has the acai, the cabbage, the collard greens, dandelion, kale, parsley, spinach leaf, alfalfa, barley grass, oat grass, pineapple, which is very good for inflammation, by the way, mango, goji berry, as well as lemon and ginger essential oils. Unbelievable mixture. And this is something that I am going to make a point to just use and use regularly. Now, this is the Foundational Habits Enrollment Kit. Now, if you know anybody who wants to enroll in doTERRA, it's on sale. This is going to be a wonderful kit for them to get started, because they get the Healthy Habits Kit plus the fiber, the greens, and the protein. So this is definitely something that you might want to let folks know about. If you want to take a snapshot of, this is going to be a good kit to get people to enroll in, because of the health benefits. Okay. And I can honestly say that, whereas those few days that I was eating unhealthy and my stomach was telling me, my gut was telling me, I'm not feeling those effects anymore. And so this is definitely going to be your best friend for your gut health, and then for your overall health and vitality. Now, this particular kit is the Daily Habits and Nutrition. Now, this is not an enrollment kit, okay? So it's not going to give the free enrollment, but it's the Daily Habits Nutrition Kit at 20% off only from January 7th to January 10th. And I believe January 10th is tomorrow. Yes, today is the 9th, tomorrow is the 10th. So this is on sale at 20% off through tomorrow. Now, After that, it's still on sale, but it's only 10%, not 20% until the end of the month. All right. And it also, when you purchase this kit, if you have not made your monthly purchase, this might be what you want to do, especially if you're doing the lifelong vitality. You're going to get 155 PV out of this. This is an unbelievable kit for those of us who are already enrolled in doTERRA. Now, this is the new nutritional intro kit. Okay, so once again, optimal nutrition. Okay, but this is giving you all of those proteins, the vegetable, the chocolate, and the vanilla, plus the AirX, which if you have not diffused AirX yet, it is wonderful. Plus, AirX can be taken internally as well. A little different than Breathe. So anyway, this is an awesome product. Now, this is what I ordered because I want 2 of everything, right? Because of how cheap this is, and this is only until tomorrow, you're going to get 2 of everything, okay? This is the total nutritional pack. That and let me go back to this. This is for those who might want to share with other people, and that's what I plan on doing. I'm going to be doing a lot of sharing because I want to show people that this is a product that is going to taste good. You can do this. This just do wonders. Everybody's trying to, right? What do people do for the New Year's is they make all these resolutions, right? I want to eat healthier, right? And that only lasts for what, a couple months at most, right? So we want to remember the one good choice that I said often leads to another, right? You make one good choice in your day and it often leads to another good choice and then another good choice. So let's just do that. Let's just be intentional about what we do for our health. All right. Now, I want to go back into the oils. This is what I usually talk about is the oils. These are the top 10 oils. These are the oils that I want everybody who is on this Zoom to have in their medicine cabinet. Next week, we're going to talk a little bit more about our medicine cabinets, but just understand that these top 10 oils can literally replace what is in our medicine cabinet. So frankincense, for instance, for head tension, cellular support, immune support, tissue repair, lavender for stress, for sleep, for tissue repair. What I mean by tissue repair is, like, let's say you cut yourself or you have a pimple or something with our skin is very, very good for tissue repair. Hormone balance, seasonal threats, and coughs. Tea tree, good for sores, blemishes, skin first aid, gums, and teething. Lemon for energy, uplifting, mucus and fats. In other words, if you've got a lot of congestion going on. Sore throat, very good for cleansing your GI system. If you're somebody who's prone to kidney stones or gallstones, lemon is going to be your friend. Peppermint, good for itching, overheating, nerve support, aches and tension, digestion. Oregano, good for protection of your nails. If you're prone to maybe fungal, maybe you get fungus. A lot of people, as they get older, on their feet, they get a lot of fungus in their nails. Oregano is very good. Toxic relationships. Intensive immune support. Intensive. In other words, get this stuff on your feet every night, or diffuse it, or take it in a capsule internally, right? Digest Zen for nausea, for heartburn, motion sickness, any kind of digestive issue. And when you say toilet troubles, we're talking about constipation, diarrhea, those types of things. Digest Zen is going to help in that. On Guard. My daughter is, she just sent me a picture before class. I'm not sure if she's on the Zoom. I sent her the link. If she is, this will be her first time on the Zoom. Brittany, she is diffusing On Guard and Breathe in this particular slide is called Easy Air. Why? Because this is an old slide. It's called Breathe now. She's diffusing both of those, and she said it smells very good. And I thought, wow, I've never diffused both of those together, and I definitely want to try that. I've got something else going in my diffuser, and I never can remember what I put in my diffuser. But today I remember is tangerine, it is rosemary, and it is, what is the other one? Peppermint. Tangerine, rosemary, and peppermint is going in my diffuser right behind me, and it smells wonderful. But Breathe is good for sinus, coughing, congestion, easy breathing, and lung support. If you got a cough going on, you rub it on your neck, it really helps out. Here is Deep Blue, which are, we are going to have somebody talk a little bit about Deep Blue products and pain at the end of my my little monologue here. And I'm sure she's going to talk about Deep Blue, muscle discomfort, growing pains, minor injuries, and soreness. Next week, this is what we're going to talk about. Is this what your medicine cabinet looks like? I hope not, because this is what you want your medicine cabinet to look like. So next week, we're going to talk about the medicine cabinet makeover. And next week, I am going to be giving away some of these medicine cabinet makeovers that I purchased. And what it is a pamphlet of how to convert your medicine cabinet. Okay, so we are capable of taking care of ourselves. We don't need people telling us what we need to take. That's exactly what doTERRA is all about, is giving us informed choices, right? Natural solutions. You don't have to have a medicine cabinet that looks like this. Now, I certainly am not here to tell anybody to jump off of their pharmaceutical medications, but what I'm going to tell you is that you can make those decisions, of course, with the help of your doctor and with some of the natural solutions that we're going to talk about next week. All right. With that, I'm going to show just a few beautiful slides of some diffuser blends that I am going to choose. This one in particular, because I love Siberian fir, Douglas fir, white fir. This one I cannot wait to try. So this diffuser blend, if you want to take a snapshot, do it very quickly before I advance the screen. But these diffuser blends are going to be tried by me and hopefully by you as well. All righty, and all right, here we go. Winter protection, immune boosting diffuser blends. Take a snapshot if you would like. On Guard, wild orange, and peppermint. Sinus soother. You can actually put these things in a mug of steaming hot water and breathe in the vapors to help out your sinuses, or you can diffuse this as well. Fresh Clean Kitchen. I like the name of that one. Citrus mint. Ooh, it just sounds wonderful. Rosemary Citrus Memory Boost. I have rosemary going on, and rosemary is supposed to be very, very good for your memory and for your overall brain health. Copaiba, frankincense, rosemary, peppermint, very, very good for brain health. Now, just wanted to talk very quickly about why doTERRA. Why am I telling you to purchase doTERRA products rather than any other essential oils? You can go to Walmart and buy your essential oils. Why doTERRA? Well, because doTERRA takes painstaking efforts to canvass the globe to look for where these oils are growing in their natural environment, okay? Because that's where you're going to get the most powerful, the best essential oils possible, okay? So we go all around the globe. You can look at Madagascar down there at the to the southeast of the African continent, a little island called Madagascar that has got two of my favorite essential oils, one being ylang ylang and the other being clove, and not just clove, but clove bud. And clove has got the highest amount of antioxidants of any substance known to man on the globe. Okay? You want to take care of them free radicals, you want to stay healthy and young, get your hands on some clove bud, okay? And ingest it. Why doTERRA? Well, for these reasons, right? We are committed to the ongoing education, right? That's why we have these classes every single Saturday, okay? They're 100% pure. The plants are grown and harvested in their natural habitat. And doTERRA's products go through rigorous third-party testing. They are beyond organic. They're free from fillers, unlike what you're going to find at Walmart or any natural food store, health food store. They are committed to charity. Okay, we give so much back. Okay, in the form of healing hands and other projects, and we can talk about that another time. Committed to charity. And why essential oils? Because essential oils don't just take care of the symptoms, they seek to address the root cause of the problem, right? They are made of hundreds of natural components that are found in plants. They are literally pennies per dose. Pennies per dose, much cheaper than pharmaceuticals, right? No doctor visits, no copay, right? Essential oils are 50 to 70 times more powerful than herbs. Now that's pretty awesome right there, okay? Essential oils literally inhibit the growth of bacteria and viruses, okay? And essential oils are literally the plant's own medicine cabinet. So that's what essential oils are. That's what the plant literally uses to ward off diseases that are encroaching upon them. That's what essential oils are. So again, why doTERRA? For all those reasons that we just spoke of. Not all oils are created equal. Sourcing really does matter. Quality really does matter. Testing matters. Integrity matters. Support matters. And of course, you matter. And that's the whole reason why that we even do what we do. That's why I do what I do, is because it started with me and then I'm sharing it with other people. We matter. Sometimes when you go to the doctor, you don't really feel like you matter. You feel like you're just being herded in. You're barely given the time. You're pushed some prescription and you're herded on out, right? Then you go and you fill that prescription as a good patient does, right? And I'm not saying anything about prescriptions because they are necessary at different times. And then we take them and then we feel sick in some other way. And then the cycle continues. We go back to our doctor. We say, hey, doc, now we're feeling this. And he says, oh, really? Okay, well, that oftentimes is a side effect of the medication that you're taking. So here's another one to offset those problems. And they herd you back out. And the cycle continues, right? Next week, we're going to talk a little bit about that. But this week, this is what I want everybody to have in their medicine cabinet. These are the 10 top oils that I was just talking about in a previous slide, how that these oils can hit almost every single health problem that we might encounter. Then there's this, the top 10 oils, but these are 3 times the size of the previous kit. This is a very, very good kit. Then there's, of course, the Healthy Habits kit, which we were talking about. But if you layer this with those nutrition supplements, then you really got yourself a good kit. All right. I am going to stop with talking about a very hot topic. And that hot topic is pain. And Sharon, if you could go ahead and unmute yourself, I am going to stop my share. And I am also going to stop my record